love sweet got it back yet. Lobster's a 10 I told you grab it.
This video is brought to you by T-Blocks. Enjoy the content now, but stay for the shilling later. Welcome to Lobster Magnet and Friends. I'm here with my buddy Goro.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, wow, now I'm noticing that space. Whatever, we'll live with it.
Now you notice it?
Yeah,
I just pointed it out to you.
Yeah, but I didn't see it at first, but we'll roll with the punches. We'll roll with it just like Shishigami rolls with murdering police officers. So what do you think of the...
That was a good transition.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to roll with it. So what do you think of episode 8 of Inuyashiki?
Okay. This is a really fun episode.
Although, I enjoyed it too, but don't you think it was a little bit all over the map, though?
With Inuyashiki's daughter, what's her name?
Yeah, exactly. We learn about his daughter and her apparently dream to become like a manga artist, and we get this like a mangaka, and we also learn that apparently she's got like this beef with this guy who feels like he's like the surrogate child of Ichiro Oda. like this feels like the Gantz guy is like taking a stab at Oda.
That was a weird like little segue of the story thread, I feel, but I didn't mind that too much as long as like we get to the main story arc like quickly, I guess.
True. We didn't dwell on it too much, but you got to learn that there's a bit more to his pretty daughter than just being the popular girl. She wants to be a mangaka.
I almost feel like they took from like some kind of like Bakuman kind of like inspiration.
I did enjoy the scene where she like tries to imagine why her father's like hanging out with like the Ando guy from school, and it's like, oh, I like boys. He's my legitimate love child.
She's like trying to picture like why he's hanging out with him.
Yeah, but eventually she does learn the secret. She does like learn the truth.
That must really freak out, a kid, right? To learn that their parent is like actually like a godlike being, and like going from hospital to hospital, healing like hundreds of people, and then like flying away like Superman.
Yeah.
Afterwards, like that would probably freak anybody out, right?
Well,
but like I expected her reaction at home to be like a little bit more like who are you or something like that.
Well, it was a little bit more like, oh, maybe my father's cooler than I thought he is, because his family treats him like shit.
Yeah, but man, I didn't understand that reaction that she had when her father came home. Like at first she was like freaking out a little bit, like internally you could see it in her expressions, but like she didn't really like, she just kind of composed herself a little bit later, and just was like, I want to understand like what her thought process is. It just doesn't make much sense to me.
I don't think you needed a lot about it. I think it's just sort of like she thinks her father's cool. And even though, yeah, I guess you could say it's like a little bit of a deception, and who knows, maybe she's a little afraid of him, that he's like this superhero guy.
Being a police officer or a secret agent is cool, but this guy has like godlike powers, okay? And he can fly.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's
pretty cool, especially for like a girl who wants to like draw manga. Oh my god, I've got the best inspiration ever.
Like in a world where nothing like that ever exists. There's no people who fly in this universe except the Inuyashikis and Shishigamis. Like, she should think that, yeah, this is pretty fucking crazy, right?
Yeah, you'd think that, but, she's just sort of like goes with it and accepts the wonder of her universe.
Maybe she has that much of a drive for being a mangaka that she just freaks out about it for a little bit, and she's like completely ignores it, and she's like, okay, I'm going to focus on my manga right now.
She's super bitter. She knows the child of Ichiro Oda, and she's like, screw him and his giant house and his plastic surgery so he can remain 35 for children.
But what does, the child of Oda have anything to do with her seeing her father fly away and, like, have godlike powers? And
It has to do with the fact that the child lets her accept that she lives in a fantasy universe and now she has material to draw manga from. It's like in JoJo. In JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, you'll find this amusing. Part 4, there's this little subplot about this manga artist who lives in the town, and what he does is once he finds like one of the characters who has a stand, who's like the friends of the main JoJo, he's like, oh my god, this is such incredible material, because his stand allows him the power to like flip people up like books and read about them.
flip people like books and read about them?
Yes. That's what his ability is. You'd probably love it. And then he's like, oh my god, this is the best material for manga ever. I'm going to like just keep on ripping pages from your body so I can draw the best manga in the world.
Oh my god.
This is one of the storylines. So there you go. It's just like this, where she's thinking she can make the best manga in the world because she is their daddy robot.
Oh my god. Wow. That sounds amazing, actually.
Who knows? Maybe someday we'll find a time and we'll do like a giant JoJo binge and like get you caught up or whatever, and then we'll do reviews of all 4 parts.
Oh my god, that might be pretty cool. But
yeah.
Wait, so do you think this could be an inspiration off of JoJo? Maybe?
No. That's a huge stretch. Other than the fact that like popular manga obviously exists in this world, given the fact that like we've got that like. Well, actually, maybe that's the reason why we have like him say, "Do you like One Piece?"
Oh yeah, he does say that. Shishigami.
Yeah.
There's like several references, I think, to
and the guy's got Gantz posters up, so we know that like manga, popular manga exists in this world that do ours.
So, I'm kind of curious, like, what's going on in the Gantz author's head when he writes this into the manga? Like, what is the point of this storyline? Like, why?
Well, there's a little bit of a payoff towards the end, which I won't ruin, so you'll see. But I'd say it's like probably, in the priority of things he wants to do, it's the least important. I don't know, maybe he's just like, I have this like prettyish girl, and I don't want to do what I do with her, like all the other pretty girls, and like in Gantz, so I'm gonna make her an aspiring mangaka. Haha, that'll show you. You think she's uptight and she's like, having sex all the time, but she isn't. She just wants to draw manga.
Well, I mean, the Gantz guy does like delve into stereotypes a lot of the time, and he like really bitterly does do that a lot of the time too.
So he's like, I'm going to defy it. I'm going to show you that the pretty popular girl is actually like, she wants to draw manga. She's got ambitions. She's going to build her own house with her manga. Screw you, Ichiro Oda, and your manga genius.
Well, it gives gives her some more depth and all that stuff.
It gives her something. But, I mean, she's obviously not the reason why we come. So now that we've spent like a good 5 to 6 minutes talking about the weird Bakuman little bit of this episode, what do you think of Shishigami going all Terminator after like the grandmother and the girl? We think they're killed, but maybe they're not. I'll tell you though, there's something really fucked up that happens. I think you'll get a kick out of when you see it.
Oh, okay. Well, no spoilers, hopefully.
I won't spoil it. You'll probably find it on the next episode or 2.
Yeah, that was freaking awesome. Like, I was so sad that the grandma and the girlfriend got shot up by the SWAT, and of course Shishigami like goes all Terminator mode after that. He's like, fuck altruistic bullshit. It's like I was only doing this probably
only to make her happy.
Yeah.
It was almost kind of like that scene in Jessica Jones where, like, did you see Jessica Jones?
Yeah, I saw the first season.
All right, so you remember the scene where, like, with the purple man where she, like, convinces him to be good for, like, 2 minutes?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that where he's just kind of, like, doing it just to, like, make Jessica happy.
Yeah. I kind of forget
Remember,
There's like a different circumstance of like how he turned back to evil.
well,
Because Jessica
he didn't give a shit about anything. It was just sort of like there was like this guy who was like holding people hostage, and Jessica's like, "See how easy you resolve this situation? Like you could do this more." And he's like, "I guess, but I don't give a shit."
Yeah.
He just sort of does it to make Jessica happy.
And I guess Jessica at some point she still goes through the plan of like trying to capture Purple Man, and Purple Man still flips his shit afterwards.
Yeah,
I forget how that works.
Eventually, yeah, she still goes through it, and then she like gets him in like a. Anyway, but the point is, it's somewhat kind of similar between the dynamics of like the girl and Shishigami.
By the way, spoiler alerts for anybody who liked Jessica Jones or wanted to watch Jessica Jones.
Oh, screw that. It's been out for 2 years.
Yeah.
I think anyone who's wanted to watch Jessica Jones has seen it at this point. And I doubt there's...
By the way, Jessica Jones, really good show.
Yeah,
I like that.
Pretty good. One of the better Marvel TV ones. But yeah, that was the only thing that was holding him back, and now he's in completely murder Terminator mode. I'm gonna kill everyone, and it was a pretty good scene in the police station. I love that last scene where like the guy desperately tries to hold him down and cuff him, and then he shoots him in the head, and he's just sort of like, "You've made an enemy of the entire police force of Japan."
Yeah, but like also he's now gonna be world famous. Like the entire world probably is going to be his enemy too, right?
It's not just much. It's gonna just keep on escalating with like people who want to try and kill Shishigami, but they can't kill Shishigami. And then he like unlocks his like super the thing we saw Inuyashiki do, is the defensive mode where he like shoots lasers at all the police officers.
Yeah, it was pretty much. So okay, there's another thing that kind of bothered me with this episode a tiny bit.
What was it?
And it was Inuyashiki's unwillingness to go out and try and fight Shishigami while he was battling the police force, while he was watching it on the media. Like, usually Shishigami does all this like too quick for Inuyashiki to even react to. But this is like an extended fight, like it's like a extended bloodbath, like on national television. That shit, like Inuyashiki could have probably even heard, like through his radio ears too, to try and stop him. Like he tried to stop Shishigami when he was like.
Second, I'm using my teleportation powers to turn on the goddamn lights of these motion sensitive things that like go off all the time.
But like
they are the worst. There we go. I use my superpowers to make that happen.
But like Inuyashiki, he went after him when Shishigami first tried to shoot up, a family.
Well, I can give you two reasons for that. Number one, Inuyashiki didn't want to reveal himself, and he thought the police could handle it.
You really think so?
No.
Do you really think they could handle it?
No, he probably knew that they couldn't. The second reason is that, like, Inuyashiki versus Shishigami is, like, the big end point of this series. So, once that happens, and obviously it's going to happen, things sort of, like, kind of, like, fall into their final resolution.
Yeah, but, like, okay, that's, like, from a, storytelling perspective, but, like, what about a character perspective? His character is like he's kind of like a little bit, he's like altruistic right now and like wants to help like all sorts of people.
Maybe he's afraid. Maybe he thinks he's not strong enough to take Shishigami because Shishigami's better with the tech stuff than he is.
I kind of wish there was like a little internal monologue that said something like that confirmed that. I think that would have been helpful to like.
You think so? Because you feel like he should have just rocketed it off because he knows that like all these people are gonna die.
Yeah, he could have just told his family like, I gotta go somewhere.
There you go. His family was there, and he didn't want to reveal his secret, even though the daughter knows. There you go. It's a superhero identity, like good old Spider-Man or Superman.
Yeah. Well, I hope they explain it better at some point, but. I mean, I feel like it was just a little bit. I I think it's just like a weak explanation. It's just like a little weak, in terms of like portraying his character by him not reacting to that.
Interesting point. I guess you could say so. So what score would you give this episode?
Even after saying all that, this is still a lot of fun. And also, did he actually ended up healing the grandma and the girlfriend, but like they're in an apartment somewhere, and like they didn't even show the portion where he healed them.
You'll see if they're doing what I think. All I'll say is that like things are not quite what you think they are for that.
Okay, so I can imagine. It's like I know as soon as I say my thought, you're gonna be like, oh, that's probably it. Yeah, that's definitely it. you're gonna give it away pretty fast. All right. It's like, oh, this is obviously all in Shishigami's head. This whole but
we'll just have to wait and see.
Okay.
What it is or
isn't. Put on your best poker face.
Okay.
It's Shishigami's head, isn't it? It's all in Shishigami's head. I don't even want to know. That's my guess. I think it's all in Shishigami's head. Like he uploaded their minds into his brain or something, and like he wants to give them a somewhat normal life, even though now that they're dead or something, or maybe they turned them into machines too. Somehow he turned them into other machines too as well. God, I don't know.
We'll see next. We'll see soon enough because, this is obviously going to resolve. We're like 50 chapters in, and there's only like 84 more chapters to adapt, or no, 30 chapters to adapt.
Yeah, there's so many things I wish they would explain a little bit better in this show. Like,
I think you will get an answer soon to what happens to them.
Oh yeah, the score, an 8.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think it was definitely like a bit of a roller coaster ride, but I think it was a good episode. 8 for me too.
Yeah.
Another solid episode of Inuyashiki that was 10 times more engaging than anything you'd see in Black Clover.
Yeah, and fight sequences are really fun.
Yeah, oh yeah, that was fun. I loved him like
bang 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 while getting shot by machine guns.
Even if it is like slightly repetitive, where it's like, we're gonna shoot you, Shishigami. The bullets didn't affect him. Bang, 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 bang.
I like it. It's like some kind of weird cowboys versus Indians kind of like battle. Kind of like, when kids are like playing like, pretend like bang, bang, bang. Yeah. But it's like, with actual guns and just like, it's like the kid versus like actual real life police officers or something like that. It's really interesting kind of sequence.
I am enjoying it. So, all right. So, thank you for listening to us. Give us likes, comments, and subscriptions. And get T-blocks. Because, if you're Shishigami or Inuyashiki, you're going to be destroying T-shirts all the time. You need a constant supply of new T-shirts. That bat jetpack just, demolishes T-shirts. You're getting shot up all the time. So, you need a new T-shirt to come to you once a month. So, go down to the code, use T-blocks, get 10% off so you can, continue to fight evil or commit mass murder, and always be clothed while you're doing it in your robot body.
Or defeat the Yakuza.
Or defeat the Yakuza, yeah, because defeating Yakuza, that ruins a lot of T-shirts.
Yeah.
You need T-blocks to make sure you have T-shirts to keep on fighting evil and curing cancer. Just think about it. He's got to fly to the hospital. Oh, another shirt ruined. Fly to another hospital. Another shirt ruined. So T-blocks. That's the solution. So remember, lobster's antennas, but don't you grab it. Do you like clothes but hate shopping? Then T-Blocks is the subscription service for you. But I know what you're thinking. But Lobster, how is that any different than Loot Crate or the other subscription services? Well, T-Blocks sends you t-shirts, which is clothing, which is actually useful, unlike the useless swag junk that Loot Crate keeps peddling on gullible schmucks. And this isn't just knockoff brand crap. T-Blocks hooks you up with licensed shirts for all the stuff you love, because you need clothes. How else are you going to keep your puny human man flesh protected from the elements? T-shirts are useful for any occasion. Wear them, give them to friends, give them to enemies, knit them together, make a quilt. T-shirts are life, And you know the best part? It'll only cost you $6.99. That's right, you can get 12 shirts sent to you for once a month for only $6.99. And you know what? If ultra cheap licensed goods are too basic for you, then there's also the Community Tee Block set, which features original designs from the best up-and-coming artists so you can keep that hipster street cred. But I'm here to save you even more money! Use the code LOBSTERTBX at checkout and you'll save 10% on any order. Be a t-shirt wearing god amongst mortals. Use the power of the most expensive seafood to get you the cheapest t-shirts now!
Lobsters made of lights.